Right, so then, well, it started. Here we go. All right, cool, Erin. So go ahead and have a seat on your mat. I am gonna have to kick her off. Eloise, go lay down. Go on. Go lay down. Go on. Go lay down. Go on. Sorry. Lisa, come on. You gotta go lay down now. Go on. Up.
My best bet.
Okay.
There we go.
Awesome. So go ahead and find a nice tall spine. Yeah. Take a second and just kind of roll your shoulders forward and back, maybe your rib cage side to side a little bit. And then start to sway your whole spine side to side. As you do so, begin to connect with your breathing. Inhaling deeply and exhaling completely. Go ahead and plant your left palm on the ground, reach your right arm up and over. And then, yeah, I was just gonna say, bend your elbow and as if you were in a deodorant commercial, you're gonna get your nose right up in there and extend your elbow or extend through your elbow. And start to take a nice big inhalation right into your shoulder. When you exhale, blow it through your mouth and relax the shoulder. Inhale into the shoulder, reach through the elbow and exhale. Relax the shoulder. One more of those, big inhale into the shoulder. And exhale, relax the shoulder. Go ahead and bring your right hand down. And again, just start to sway your spine side to side. I always like to think of the babies that are in the birthing person's bodies and how when we start to do these movements and these focused breathings, they've got to be like, woo. Thanks, Mom. Cool. And then we'll go to the other side, reaching your left arm up and over. And then same thing, bending the elbow. Breathe deep into your armpit. And exhale. Relax the shoulder. Breathe deep into your shoulder. And exhale. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Go ahead and release your left arm down and start to swivel yourself side to side. And make circles with your spine. You can feel maybe the acromion, or not the acromion process, we'll call them the butt bones. Can you feel how they kind of like lift up as you circle side to side? You can imagine as they're lifting up and circling side to side, when you circle around to the back, I like to think of myself as like a cat, right? And I let my cat tail kind of flip up and forward. And then when I come back around, let my cat tail flip back. And then start to circle the other way. That looks awesome, Erin. Yeah, nice big juicy circles.
Feels good.
Yeah, so good, right?
It's so strange doing this with a person on the other side because I've just been like following videos by myself.
So good. And then, yeah, and then the other way one more time. And then come on back to neutral. Okay, make a basket with your palms. You see that okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then you're gonna place it right on the back of your skull, and your thumbs are gonna cup right underneath your skull. And then from there, bring your elbows towards one another and just drop your chin. The weight of your hands should be on your head. And then take a deep breath into your upper back. Big inhale. And a big exhale. Don't let your spine round any more than just at your neck. Staying here for 2 more deep breaths. Keep your hands just where they are and lift your chin. Open your elbows out to the sides. And now lift your chin up to the ceiling and let your head rest in your hands. Breathe here 5 times. 3, 4, and 5. Drop your chin back to neutral. Release your hands down to your knees, and then bring your right hand to the outside of your head on the left side and drop your head over towards the right. Bring your left arm around your back. And drop your shoulder. Breathe really, really deeply into that tissue and that muscle that's getting that good stretch in your neck. Bring your left hand back to your left knee and your right hand back to your right knee. Circle your head through center. And left hand to the outside of the head. Right arm can come around the back. Same thing on the other side. Breathing nice and deep. And from here, release your right hand to your right knee, left hand to your left knee, and bring your head back up through center. And then go ahead and bring your right hand to your heart and left hand to your little one. I'm gonna chant a very short mantra to Durga, the goddess of protection and protector of all babies and women in birth, and then we'll get started with some more movement. Om Katyayanaya Vidmahe Kanyakumari Dhimahi Tanno Torke Prachodayata. Hare Om Tat Savitu. Go ahead and make another basket with your hands. Inhale, reach your arms up and flip your palms to the ceiling. Take a deep breath in, squeeze your arms to your ears. Exhale over to the right. Inhale back through center. And exhale over to the left. Inhale back through center. Exhale over to the right. Inhale back through center. And exhale over to the left. Inhale back through center. And big exhale, stick out your tongue, hands down. Super weird, but feels really good. One more time, inhale, reach the arms up. Hands come down, stick your tongue out. Awesome. From here, rock forward onto hands and knees. I guess my dog Eloise is going to be practicing with us today. From here, go ahead and move your hips side to side. Take a couple of circles with the hips. And circle the opposite way. And circling on back to center. Inhale, lift your chest, kick your tailbone back, and then exhale, tuck and round the spine. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, tuck and round the spine. Say hi to the baby. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, tuck and round the spine. On your next inhale, lift your left leg and your right arm, stretch and reach forward. And hold for 3, 2. From here, release your right hand down, lower your left foot to the floor. You're gonna come into a side angle. Yeah, exactly. I'm smoking through this because I know you have a lot of yoga in your body, so stop me if I'm going too fast. Reach your left arm up and over, really kick through your left leg. Another deep breath in. So good, Erin. And then release your left hand down, left knee down, 3 rounds of cat-cow. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, tuck and round the spine. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, tuck and round the spine. I don't know what's up with her. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, tuck and round the spine. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. So you'll lift your right leg up and your left arm extends forward. Hold, stretch the toes, stretch the fingers. And left hand down, right foot down. Reach your right arm up and stretch it up and over the body. Really kick through your right leg. And release your right hand down. Right knee down. Inhale, lift the heart. And then exhale, tuck and round the spine. And this time you're gonna hug your baby in towards your spine. Hug and hold for 3, 2, 1, and kick the tailbone back, lift the chest. Same thing, exhale, hug your baby into your spine with the space above, below, and to the sides of your baby for 3, 2, 1, and inhale, lift the chest. This will be the last one of this. Exhale, tuck and hold, hug your baby in for 4, 3, 2, and come to a neutral spine. From here, step your right foot to the outside of your right hand. You can use your right hand to help it along. And then come up into kind of this proposal pose position. From here, you're gonna actually turn your right foot out just a little bit and start to lean into your right leg. Yeah, and we'll bounce up 1, bounce in 2, and then lunge and hold for 4, 3, 2, nice. And then come back up. We'll bring the right leg back to meet the left. 3 rounds of cat-cow. Inhale, open up the heart. Lift the chest, kick the tailbone back. Oh my gosh. Exhale, tuck and round the spine. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, tuck and round the spine. So good, Erin. One more. Inhale, lift the chest. And exhale, tuck and round the spine. From here, step your left foot forward. We'll do the same lunge on the left side. Leaning in. And lift up. 2. And lift up. Good. Lunge and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and come back up. One more time on hands and knees. Tabletop position. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, tuck and round the spine, but this time, Erin, as you tuck and round the spine, you're going to send your hips a little bit back towards your heels with your spine rounded. Good. And then come forward, lift the chest, inhale. Exhale, tuck and round the spine. Send your hips back a little bit towards your heels with the spine rounded. And inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, tuck and round the spine. Good. On your next inhale, step your right foot forward. Bring both hands to the top of your right thigh. And again, start to lunge into your front knee. This time you're going to bring your left hand down and a very soft twist from the shoulder blades over towards the right. Release your right hand down, tuck your back toe, lift your back knee, and we're going to pivot all the way over towards the left side of the mat. Take an inhale, lift the chest, and then exhale, start to come down, bend your knees, and let your head sag. Here too, you're going to kind of let your belly hang a little bit as if it were just in a hammock. Inhale, straighten through the arms, lift the chest, and then walk your hands back towards the front of your mat. This time the back leg is going to stay lifted and you'll hop your left foot forward. Keep your feet mat distance apart and bring both hands to the tops of your thighs. Good. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, tuck and round the spine. 2 of these. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, tuck and round. Last one. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, tuck and round. Roll all the way up to stand. Step your right foot behind your left. Here, like this. You see? Yeah, exactly. Super cross. And then stretch your right arm up and over. Press your right hip over to the side. And release the right hand down. Step your right foot out to the side. And then left foot will come behind the right. Same thing on the other side.
So good.
It's nice, right? Good. And then come back to center. Cool. Bring both feet out, mat distance apart. Take a deep breath in, stretch and reach your arms up. And then as you exhale, palms down through prayer, come all the way down into a squat position. Yeah. Take a deep breath in here. And exhale, release your hands down. Okay, here comes the optional part, Erin. You can take a step back and hover in a plank pose if you're feeling it today. If not, the move would just be to come into a tabletop. From here, hold either in tabletop or plank. This is for Erin in the future if you use this video later on, right? Hovering here for 3, 2, and lower the knees. Option to stay here or take a little mama push-up to get ready to hold that baby, pressing the arms straight, and then downward facing dog. Keep your feet really wide for this down dog and make it a little bit of a shorter distance than you normally would, right? Normally we take kind of these long down dogs. Shorten her up, yeah. And then from here, if it feels okay, the move would be to bend your knees and bring your baby almost like you were trying to rest your baby through your thighs. I shouldn't say rest, more like bring your baby through your thighs. Take a deep breath in and exhale. And lower your knees all the way down to the floor. Come to stand on your shins. On an inhale, stretch and reach your arms up. Palms are going to face forward, open them up towards the front of your mat. Yeah, and then bend your elbows. Elbows come down and back like you were trying to squeeze a pencil in between your shoulder blades. Hold here. And if you aren't already, hug your baby in towards your spine. Yes. Wow, what a difference. So cool. And keep your shoulder blades together. Now drop your hands to your sides. Big inhale into the chest. Keep hugging your baby. And release. Come back to your tabletop. 3 rounds of cat-cow. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, tuck and round the spine. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, tuck and round the spine. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, tuck and round the spine. From here, step your left foot forward. Bring both hands to the top of your left thigh and start to lunge into your left leg. As much as your awesome, intuitive, amazing, beautiful, pregnant body says is good. And then release your right hand down just to stretch from the shoulder blades over towards the left. And then from here, left hand comes down to the inside of the left foot. Tuck your back toe, lift your back knee, and walk yourself over to the center of the mat. Inhale, lift the chest. And then as you exhale, come into a nice fold. If at any point during your pregnancy, you start to feel like forward folding doesn't feel so nice anymore, the move would be just to keep your head lifted. It seems intuitive, but you'd be surprised in the moment, you know? And then open up the feet so that they're turned out. You see that okay? Yeah. And then bring your hands to your thighs, sinking down into a goddess pose. Start to rock side to side. Yeah. Cramp. Okay, good. And come all the way up to straight legs. Bring both hands back down to the inside of your left foot, and then hop your right foot forward. From here, you're gonna come into it's called Padahastasana in Ashtanga, but like you might have heard it as like gorilla pose, where you step your feet on your hands. Yeah, and then you keep your feet super wide here, making lots of room for your hips and for your baby, and just let yourself hang here. Good. For 3, 2, and slowly release your hands, bend your knees, and roll up to stand. Coming into that side stretch one more time. Right foot behind the left. Stretch and reach your right arm up and over. And right hand down. Left foot behind the right. Reach your left arm up and over. And release the left hand down. Bring both feet to hip distance. Bring one hand onto your baby and one hand onto your heart. And gently sway your hips side to side. And coming back to center. We'll just take a real quick break. How's that intensity level, Erin?
Great. It feels pretty good.
Good? Okay, awesome. So we'll go into a little bit more of the standing series now, and I'll keep it at this vinyasa pace with a couple of breaks here and there if it's feeling good.
Yeah, feeling great.
Okay, awesome. Go ahead and come on up to the top of your mat. I see you have blocks.
Yeah, I have blocks out if we need them.
Yeah, let's go ahead and use them. So go ahead and set your blocks up at the front of your mat so that they're at their highest height. Yeah, great. Okay. On your next inhale, go ahead and stretch and reach your arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, forward fold and bring your hands to your blocks. Inhale, lift the chest, long spine, and as you exhale, step your right foot towards the back of your mat. Heel is going to be lifted and feet are going to be parallel. Start to straighten through your front leg and lengthen through your spine. As you do, Erin, the move is going to be engage the space above, below, into the sides of your baby. Keep hugging them in. And then if it feels okay, you can start to fold forward just a little bit more over that front leg. You should feel a nice juicy stretch up your hamstring. If it's down into your foot, if you're feeling like a pinching in your foot, keep yourself a little bit more lifted up. One more nice deep breath in here. And then start to work your right foot down to the ground at a 45-degree angle. So the right hip is dropped a little bit towards the ground. Block will come to the outside of the left foot. And then start to lift your right arm up towards the ceiling, coming into triangle pose. Spin your arm around and drop it behind your back. Really roll open towards the ceiling. See how that feels. And release your right hand down. From here, I'm going to have you take your blocks and bring them down so that they're on their lowest height. And then step back into a downward facing dog on the blocks. Yeah, that's great. And then from here, really let your head hang. Baby kind of hangs in the hammock of the belly. And then from here, the move is going to be, if it feels okay, you're going to take and lift your left leg up towards the ceiling. Yeah, like a half dog. And then as you exhale, go ahead and open your hips to the side with that left leg lifted. Really reach through the heel. Keep hugging your baby in towards your spine. And roll the hip back down. Go ahead and step your left foot forward. And then from here, roll up into a warrior two. Take your left hand down towards your block again and stretch and reach your right arm up and over your ear. We're gonna hold this pose because it's so good to build strength in the glutes and in the legs. Good, keep breathing here. Nice, deep, steady breaths. Breathing for you, breathing for your baby. And release your right hand down to the block. From here, start to straighten through your front leg. Okay, so the move here is turning the toes up towards the ceiling. Yeah, super intense. Breathe into it. And Erin, in the future too, or even now, if it feels like too much, that's where the blocks come in handy, is you can give yourself a little more space depending on how you're feeling. Yeah. Breathing here for 3, 2, and sole of the left foot to the floor. Bring your blocks back to their lowest height if you lifted them up. And we're gonna step our left foot back again, coming into either a plank pose or lowering the knees. Hovering here for 3, 2, and again, option to take the push up. Meeting back in downward facing dog with the blocks. On your next inhale, start to walk your feet forward towards the front of your mat. Bend your knees and roll on up to stand. And bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your baby. Go ahead and rock them side to side in the cradle of the pelvis. How are you feeling? Can we keep going?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, great. On your next inhale, go ahead and stretch and reach your arms up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, folding forward over your legs, bringing your hands to the blocks. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step your left foot back, feet parallel, front leg straight. Hug the baby in towards your spine, space above, below, and to the sides of your baby. Only if it feels okay, if you want to fold a little bit deeper into the hamstring of the front leg. If you start to feel it in your foot, just back off a little bit. Good. Left heel comes down, coming into triangle pose. Block to the outside of the foot, left arm reaches up towards the ceiling. And wrap your left arm around your back. And from here, release your hand back to the block. I'm gonna lower my blocks down a little bit. And our move is gonna be, again, to lift the toes up towards the ceiling. So it's getting a little bit deeper. This is a little bit of projection on my part. I can't tell if you're doing this, but this asana is always really intense for me. And when I go into it, my shoulders literally like are in my ears. So if that happens to be you, see if you can soften and exhale them down. And lower the right foot down. We're going to come up into a warrior two. And then right into an extended side angle. Right hand comes to the block, left arm up and over the ear. Legs firmly rooted into the ground. And release your left hand down. Nice. From here, step your right foot back, coming into a plank pose, option to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, knees lower, maybe a push-up. And pressing back, downward facing dog. Take a nice, deep, cleansing breath. And then when you're ready, we're gonna walk the feet forward and roll on up to stand. Bring one hand to your heart and one hand to your baby and rocking side to side in the cradle of the pelvis. Rocking the baby side to side in the cradle of the pelvis, excuse me. Moving into the balancing series. So Erin, sometimes it's nice to have a wall close by. I think in the birthing person's body, I like to think of the wall as, or like a couch or a chair as your doula. Like you might not need it always, but it's just really comforting to know that it's there. Right? So we're gonna need our blocks as well for this. And I'll move my camera because I'm going to use the wall too with you. So from here, we're going to come into Vrikshasana, into tree pose. You probably know this one already. Just bringing your left or right foot up into the thigh. And then once you're there, the cool thing in the pregnant body is it's so strong. So the rooting down of the foot, it's so neat. It literally feels like a trunk. And sometimes I like the visual of, have you ever seen a placenta before? It's like it looks just like a tree, right? So I don't know. In my mind, I always think that we have that deeper connection. So rooting down into the ground through the leg, feeling the earth supporting you underneath. Good. And then wherever your chair is, or I think you have a stool, go ahead and place your hand on that stool for support. And you're going to move this leg so that you're coming into an ankle to knee pose. You want your hips to be even. Yeah. And then from here, start to pitch forward over your standing leg. This should feel really nice in your bum. And then the move would be to grab your blocks and place your hands on your blocks. Breath deep, spine long, hips even. One more full round of breath here. And then bring your hand back to your stool. Start to straighten through your leg. Keep ankle to knee. And then this leg is going to come back and we'll do a calf stretch. I'm sorry, quadricep stretch. So knee comes down towards the ground and kick your foot into your hand. Like that cat image in the beginning of class, imagine that you had a cat tail that was kind of coming forward. Tailbone tucks, pelvic floor lifts. And slowly release it down. Really good. We'll do the other side. Opposite foot comes in towards the thigh. Rooting down through the earth. Letting that cat tail tuck underneath. Visualizing the spine all the way straight through the ceiling and down through the floor. And crossing your right leg over your left thigh, hips parallel, hips even. And then from here, starting to pitch forward. And the move would be, if it feels good in your awesome, intuitive, amazing, beautiful, pregnant body, to bring the hands to the blocks. This should feel like a really good stretch in the bum. And slowly come on up. We'll move right into the quadricep stretch. Knee comes down. Kicking the foot into the hand. Tailbone tucks under, hugging baby into the spine. And go ahead and release the right foot down. Okay. So we're gonna move to the last part of the standing series. Erin, I'm gonna have you watch me do these squats because we'll do them a little differently than maybe you may have seen them done differently before, but there's a particular way you want to do squats in the pregnant body to keep your pelvic floor super stable. So the move is, let's see. So it would be inhale, arms up. And then this is the part that's really important. So when you come down, we're gonna press back up to stand, but you wanna press and use your hands and your legs to come up and then back up to stand. So I know we just met and promise you're not going to hate me, but we're going to do 15 of these. And we're going to do it pranayama style. So a little bit on a rhythm, right? Challenging the breath, challenging the body. If you feel like really good and you want to stay steady with it, awesome. If your body starts to send you signals that it's too much, then take what you need. Okay, you ready? Inhale, reach the arms up. And then palms through prayer, come all the way down into your squat. Hands down, hips up, and then come all the way back up. All right, that'll be 1. Hands down, hips up. I'm going to keep going and breathe pretty loudly, so hopefully it translates through the microphone. Good. Stay with your rhythm, stay with your baby and your body. It may feel a little intense or may feel really good. Just tuning in. 6. I'm on 11. All right, Erin, 1 more, and then we're gonna come down and hover in a squat. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and right down onto the dupa. Yeah, the exit is never graceful. It's never graceful. Nice work. Yeah. So to close out, I want to do some patterned breathing, and then we're going to do a Kundalini Kriya for power. So from here, what we'll do is 5 breaths. We're going to inhale for 4. At the top of the inhale, hold for 4. Exhale for 4. And at the bottom of the exhale, hold for 4. 5 times. Ready? Okay. Good. Inhale through the nose for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. X. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. In. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. X. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. In. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. X. 1, 2, 3, 4. In. 1. Ooh, hold. 3, 4. Sorry. In. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. X. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, X, 1, 2, 3, 4, hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, and let go of that pattern breathing. Bring the soles of your feet together, knees open. And with a nice tall spine, holding on to your ankles, breathe nice and deep, letting go of pattern breathing. And from here, find a comfortable seat. Our move is going to be the middle finger. When you inhale, bring the middle finger in. And then when you exhale, bring it out. And we'll hold our arms out to the sides, like the hangman. Inhale, finger in. Exhale, finger out. The drishti, the gaze point for this one, can be down at the cheeks. That can be intense. If that becomes too intense, then it's just parshpayo drishti, which is just like off into space. Okay, go ahead and lift your arms up and begin. Inhale, exhale. And we'll do this for 3 minutes to start. So good. Nice deep focus. Feel your body, feel your breath. One of my clients a couple of years ago, as she was giving birth to her third baby in a very fast labor, used a Buddhist meditation where instead of turning away from the sensation, you pierce your gaze through it, like you're looking through to the other side of it. Wherever you may be feeling sensation in your body, the physical sensation, begin to turn your focus to it. Imagine your mind had an arrow and was piercing through the sensation right to the other side of it. Feeling the sensation for 5, 4, 3, 2, and release your hands down to your thighs. Keep the eyes closed. And we'll settle into a brief meditation. Start to bring your awareness back into your body and into the present moment. And bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your baby. I'll invite you, if it feels right, to take a moment of gratitude, feeling into whatever you are grateful for in this moment. Thank you so much for your presence and for your practice. Lokaha samastaha sukhino bhavantu. May we practice so that all beings everywhere may be happy and free. Om Shanti. Namaste.
That was wonderful.
Oh, yay. Erin, I'm so delighted to meet you, and I'm so happy to have connected.
Thank you. Yeah, so am I. This was such an, I mean, Joe is just incredible. What an amazing gift. I feel so lucky. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, and best of luck on your journey.
Thanks.
What a ride! What a chapter!
Yeah, it's about a gift, very different.
Yeah. And yeah, if I could be a resource in any way, I'd love to stay connected.
Absolutely. Yeah, I really love this, and I would definitely love to see you again as we get closer.
Awesome. And if you see Joe, please give her a big hug for me.
Nick's gonna see her, so he's gonna see her next week. So I will make sure that
the hugs abound. All right,
thank you so
Erin.
much.
You're welcome. Take good care.
Bye.
Bye.